All right, guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while. I wanted to talk about something a bit different today. I wanted to talk about something I found that was interesting in the material UI documentation. You will notice that right here we have a function, and then right after it we have another set of parentheses. It's not something that you see too often, and it's a unique feature of JavaScript that you can. Well, it's not a unique feature. It's an uncommon feature um, where you can do something like this and return a function y. And so when you call something like add, you can tack on another set of parentheses. And what this is doing is it's calling add. 4 is going into to x right there. And then it is returning a function that takes another parameter y and adding those together. So this is going to equal 8, and this would equal 3. It's kind of a neat thing. There's not a ton of use cases for it, but something like React will use this in useState. You'll see when you do something like when you do something like useState in JavaScript or whatever, or in React, you'll see that this one goes yellow because that's returning a function. Now you're not immediately calling it, so you're not seeing the parentheses right next to it, but the function useState is returning. It's returning an array, and that array looks something like an object of some stuff and a function messing with some stuff, right? That's what it looks like in under the hood. And so you can call this as a function to mess with this stuff. And in fact, you could write an entire array of anonymous functions like this. World. And if I did something like this, we got to R0, what would get logged is hello, and then if I did R1, it would be world. So I'm going to go ahead and see what happens if I do that. Oh, it just returns the it returns the function. So if I call that, yeah. So similar sort of principle at work here, that a function is getting stored somewhere under the hood that we can't necessarily see. So if I do console log add to and or let me get 6, and I can do something like 3. And I could do something like that. This is obviously a very straightforward example of something that you could do. It can get a bit more complicated. I got another example down here. You're going to run into issues if you don't put in one of these 4 strings, but I could have something where I have a function that takes in a string, and depending on what that string is equal to, it could return another function that does some sort of operation. So you'll see if the first parameter is add, performs an add, or it calls a function that adds 2 numbers together. And if it equals subtract, subtracts, multiply, multiply, divide, divide. So if I run this, 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So yeah, just sort of an interesting, neat little trick there that you can do with JavaScript. It's not something that you're going to see a ton of. It does crop up a lot in these libraries, so that useState is returning functions so that you can modify the state. Material UI is returning functions so that you can mess with you can implement the theme, and change it as needed, I guess. I don't know. I haven't looked too closely to see at why Material UI has done it that way. But it is something that a lot of times when people first see it, they don't necessarily know what's going on. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. I thought, I'd make a quick little video on it. I am going to get back to doing some regular videos. Just kind of need some ideas right now. So as always, thanks for showing up. Happy for the support. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, etc. And I will see you next time.